What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. And today we have the September and October 2021 Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport update for you guys. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. I am so excited to be back at Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. We have a ton of awesome movements here for DFW, particularly quite a bit of international stuff going on for the first time in roughly almost 2 years to this point, along with some really nice American Airlines domestic action and a ton of action from Terminal E Airlines and all kinds of amazing things. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I hope you guys are on a fantastic day. Thank you guys for being here. We have an awesome update in store, and I really can't thank you guys enough for being here today. And with all that being said, it's going to be a long update as per usual, or long in terms of duration. So with all that being said, pardon me, let's get started. Let's begin right here with this American Airlines Airbus A319 with Shotcut. This guy's currently making a service in from Savannah, Georgia, and he'll be flying over to Key West following as such. Looking good. Next, we have this American Eagle Bombardier Acer Day-700 operating on the behalf of SkyWest Airlines. This guy's currently making a service in from Flagstaff after coming in from Amarillo, Texas. Looking good. Next in line right here, we have this FedEx Express McDonnell DC-10-30F. What an amazing model this is by Aero Classics. So glad that these are surviving to the best of their ability in the real world. The MD-10s, that is, pardon me. This guy's currently making a service in from Memphis, Tennessee, and will be making a flight out to Indianapolis. Looking good. Continuing this nice line of arrivals right here over here from the 1-8s right here, we have this American Airlines Boeing 737-800. This guy's currently making a service in from San Jose, California, and will be heading out to Jacksonville, Florida. And the last aircraft we'll get before hopping into Terminal E right here is this American Airlines Airbus A321 with fence tips. This guy's currently coming in from Pensacola, Florida, and will be heading out to Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport. So looking really good. Alrighty, so let's begin over here at Terminal E. We have a lot of awesome action going on over here. So let's begin right here with this American Eagle Bombardier Acer Day-700 on the behalf of SkyWest Airlines. This guy's currently coming in from Lubbock, Texas, after making a flight in from Roswell, New Mexico. Looking really good. Along with that, I just wanted to clarify, SkyWest does have 6, 7, 8, 9 gates down here for the CRJ700s, but unfortunately I only have adequate room to represent one of them, but still nice because obviously we have the Terminal B for American Eagle, but it does work out really well to kind of have a little representation of it. Panning over into the Spirit section, we have a really awesome lineup. Super excited to get the new Spirit A320 with fence tips, our model store exclusive. Speaking of massive unboxing 16, it's going to be coming very, very soon, guys, hopefully within the next week, so be on the lookout. It's going to be an amazing video. But regardless, we'll start with the Spirits that we have right here in front of us today. We have an Airbus A320 with Shotcut right here for Spirit. This guy's currently making a service in from Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's going to be heading over to Tampa following that. Next up, we have a Spirit Airbus A320neo. This guy's currently flying in from Fort Lauderdale and will be heading out to Cleveland. And then we have an Airbus A321 as well down there on the latter side. This guy's currently making a service in from Los Angeles and will be heading out to Minneapolis, St. Paul. Lots of awesome things going on. Of course, they had all the A319s, as we talked about, parked on the ramp, but they're still utilizing all their aircraft heavily at DFW, so looking really good. And last aircraft before we change frames right here is the Frontier Airbus A320 Griswold the Bear. Also very excited to get the new Frontier models for rotation. They're going to be awesome. But regardless, this Airbus A320 right here, Griswold the Bear, as we previously stated. Frontier, of course, going to be starting a ton of new routes on November 1st. I'll get the list just to confirm. But while I do that, this guy's currently making a service in from, sorry guys, how about Denver? And then he's going to be heading out to, let me get some good variety if I can find where let's go with MCO, Orlando. Alrighty, so the, pardon me, the new Frontier routes coming on November 1st. Of course, we'll have some in April as well. But the new routes will be Phoenix Sky Harbor and Tampa, Florida. So very excited for those. Those are going to be great additions, and I'm really excited for them. So looking really good over here. We'll transition over to the Delta section. Alrighty, guys, here we go with the Delta section. Beginning on the bottom right here, we have the Delta Airlines Airbus A220-100. This guy's coming in from a brand new service from Boston, Massachusetts. Super excited to have Boston in the lineup for Delta to complement American service. Really, really nice to see it. I think it's 2 or 3 daily A220-100. So really, really nice service. I'm sure they're doing really well with it, and really excited to see that. So very, very nice right there, and very glad to have that. And he'll be heading out to New York John F. Kennedy, which is now back to the A220, which is really, really cool. Really enjoy to see that. Transitioning over to the ladder sides, right here we have a Delta Airlines Airbus A320. This guy's currently coming in from Los Angeles International Airport and will be heading back out there. Mainly A320s, not too much variation there. Following that, we also have an Airbus A319 for Delta. This guy's currently coming in from Detroit, which has been quite a few Airbus A319s, and then he's going to be making the service back out there as well. Actually, sorry, he's going to be heading out to Minneapolis just to make sure that we have a little bit of variety in terms of destinations. I didn't get a good Minneapolis aircraft in here. I should have got the other A220-100. My apologies on that. I'll have it a little bit more solidified. But when you have so many aircraft and frequencies, it's kind of hard to pick the best of the matches. Actually, I'll put an A220 on the taxiway after this. But regardless, I apologize. And then on the back side, we'll get a better view in a moment. But we have this Delta Airlines Airbus A321 in the thank you livery, pardon me. This guy's currently coming in from Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson International Airport or Citrus Aviation's airport. Like I said, guys, be sure to check out the local fan pictures along with the subscriber routes. I had quite a few over the summer, but most of them, a lot of people I didn't think grasped the concept of what a subscriber route was, and I have explained it before, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, there's a video on the Google form. I could be wrong on that, but I'll double check. But feel free to check out those videos so you guys know are caught up to speed on what's going on with that regard. So yeah, but like I said, links in the description. Be sure to submit those if you follow the criteria, and I would love to have those. So yeah. What's going on, everybody? Wanted to hop in here as we had some amazing local fan pictures over the summer, and I wanted to integrate these. Like I said in the update, you guys are more than welcome to submit any of these at any time if you have any that follow the criteria and everything, if you're at any of the airports that I do. So let's get started. Right here we have this picture from KDFW.spotter06 of this American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER, pardon me. Ironically on a maintenance flight from Tulsa, so that was really cool. But really nice photo right here. Obviously the weather wasn't ideal, but still nice to see. Such a beautiful photo. Well done, my friend. Very nice job. Next up, we have a series of pictures from a trip that Gordon's Aviation took. So beginning right here with this American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER. This was coming in from, or heading out to LAX from gate Delta 21. That's looking really good. I really like to see the really cool outlines of the heavy gates, of course, with etched markings for narrow body aircraft and all those things, which is really, really cool. Next up, we have this picture of this American Airlines Boeing 787-9. This is November 831 Alpha Alpha from Honolulu, Hawaii to Dallas Fort Worth. So like we talked about, really cool to see, pardon me, the amount of action from the what am I missing here? What was I going to say? The heavies domestically, which is really cool. Our next photo, once again from Gordon's Aviation, pardon me. American Airlines 737-800 in the Chrome Retro Heritage Paint Scheme. Note how this is at Bravo 6, so that B mainline going really well. Very glad to see that. Next up, we have this picture from the D extension of the American Airlines Airbus A321 November 142 Alpha November. The 737 was actually coming in from Mexico City, which is really cool. This aircraft was overnight, and then it flew to, let me extend the Google Sheet so I can see what the remark or what the route was. Sorry, guys. How about Puerto Vallarta? Really cool. I'll definitely have to feature that in the next update. Also, really cool to see the Mallard Frontier aircraft. I really want to see that one for a long time. It's very cool to see that in the back. Then we got American 737 along with the Sun Country Retro. That kind of, that's an 800, I was going to say. I thought it kind of looked like a 700, but regardless. Then we have this really beautiful picture of the international lineup at DFW. We have the Qatar A350-1000, Emirates Boeing 777-300ER, and ironically, the British Airways Boeing 787-10, as that's kind of hit or miss, but really cool to see that. So once I have an accurate proportional DFW, we can definitely make a lineup like that. Of course, the BA was heading to London, Emirates to Dubai, and Qatar to Doha. And then we got the Vita Airbus A320neo in the back, looking really cool as well. Sorry, it's probably a normal 320. It may be a Neo, who knows, but looking really good. Next up, we have this picture from Wyatt Wins. This is an American Eagle number ERJ-175 that he flew in on from Corpus Christi, looking really cool. This was on August 27th. This was at Bravo 20 at the B concourse, so really, really nice. That looks really good. I was just trying to grasp that this was at 8 o'clock in the morning with where the sun is. I'm just trying to think of the logistics of this, but I'm pretty sure everything adds up. Sorry. But looking really nice. And we also have this final photo from Wyatt coming in on an American 145 from, Eagle Embraer 145, pardon me, from Corpus Christi. They were parking at the East Satellite Concourse. There's the SkyWest gates that I was talking about, all 9 of them. We had the SkyWest house in there as well, so also very excited to get that model. But thank you guys so much for submitting these. These are really good, and I'm really excited to see more of them from you guys very soon. So thank you guys. Well done, and let's hop back into the update, everybody. Alrighty, transitioning over to the other side of Terminal E right here. There's the better look at the Delta. Next up, we have the JetBlue Airbus A320 in the Bark Hotel. Also very excited to get new JetBlue models, and as I've talked about in previous updates, updates along with just all the videos in general. So excited for the unboxing because, like I said, there's going to be a ton of models that will have new counterparts, will have new rotation for quite a few airlines, all kinds of things. So really excited for the unboxing. Be sure to stay tuned for it, guys. I know you guys know the drill at this point, but just wanted to reinforce as we continue to proceed through aircraft. But regardless, JetBlue Airbus A320, this guy's currently coming in from Boston. We'll be heading back out there. Been seeing quite a few A320s along with that. We've had a 190 to New York, so looking really good right there. Vice versa for United on new models as well. We have a ton of new ones coming in. But we'll start with this Airbus A320 on the top right here for United. This guy's currently coming in from Washington Dulles and is going to be heading out to Newark. Really excited to see Airbus A320 service to Washington Dulles. That's the first time they've had mainline to Dulles since I can remember. So really awesome to see that. Very excited about that. So really nice. Next up, we have United Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Evo Blue paint scheme. What a nice model this is. This guy's currently making a service in from, let's go with lots of 737-700s, but let's go with Denver for this guy, and then he's going to be heading out to Chicago O'Hare. So a little mix and match. And I apologize about the sun today. We have had very high winds here today. Thus, we've had some intervals that have just been blowing by so fast. So that's why it's just in and out like that, just like that. But regardless, anyways, this guy's currently making the service in from Denver. Is going to be heading out to Chicago, like I said. And then on the bottom right here, we have the United Airlines 737-700. One of the final updates till we'll finally have some rotation in that regard, and I'm really excited for all those. They're going to be awesome. But regardless, this particular example is currently making a service in from, of course, I use my 737-700 routes with other aircraft. We'll say Newark for this guy regardless, and there's 175 on the taxiway, so don't worry about the other routes. But we'll say that he's going to be heading out to Newark as well. So looking really good. Very happy with that. Welcome back, Air Canada. Super excited to have Air Canada back. It's been such a long time. They made it back, I believe, in, I want to say it was early September sometime, something along those lines. I hope I didn't yeah, it was Aeromexico that made it back July 1st, okay? So I think it was sometime in early September, mid-September, but regardless, Air Canada is finally back after a huge hiatus. I was really bummed out because I just got this model as the pandemic not necessarily started, but it was just a couple months before. So super excited to finally have Air Canada back. It feels so good. So right here we have this Air Canada Express number ERJ-175 in the new colors that looks absolutely amazing. This guy's currently coming in from Toronto Pearson International Airport and will be heading out to Montreal International Airport. Really surprised Montreal came back. I was unaware of that. I just thought Toronto would come first and then Montreal was kind of just put on hold like many other routes, but no, Montreal is back. Speaking of that, Toronto is 2 daily as well. So 3 daily Air Canada flights all on the Embraer 175. Really exciting stuff, and I'm so glad to have them in here. It is really exciting, and I'm just so glad to finally have Air Canada back. It's been such a long time. I don't know if we're missing anybody else off top of our head, or off top of my head, pardon me. I know obviously WestJet pulled out years ago. Aeromexico's back like we talked about, and then Beta Aerobus and Volaris have been going strong. So I can't think of one off the top of my head, but regardless, it's really nice to see this, and I'm very delighted with this. So looking really good, very happy with this, and we'll proceed on to the taxiway. And I also missed a couple aircraft over there at the East Satellite, so we'll cover all of these. We'll begin right here with this American Airlines Boeing 787-9 doing an all cargo flight currently out to Beijing, so looking really good right there. Sorry about the wind. Let's just see if it'll fade in one time completely, just to show you guys how fast it is in retrospective. But regardless, the cargo's been going really strong for DFW. It's been really nice to see all the variation. I don't know if there's been any monumental movements. I think we may have had a there's what I was looking for, but Eva Air at some point, but looking really good, or passenger aircraft I should add, not the normal cargo 777s, but actual passenger. So looking really good, and we'll transition over to the other side. Alrighty, transitioning over into the East Satellite. Right here we have an American Eagle number ERJ-145 on the behalf of Envoy Air. This guy's currently coming in from Tyler, Texas, and is going to be heading out to Garden City. Next up we have this American Eagle Bombardier ERJ-700, of course on the behalf of Skywest Airlines, pardon me. This guy's currently coming in from Fort Smith, and he's going to be heading out to Huntsville. So really nice looking lineup over here. Of course, it's mainly just the 145s now in the CRJ-700s. Unfortunately, the 135s retired earlier this summer, as we know, or in the latter part of summer, but earlier this year, I should say. And then transitioning over there, since we're close or kind of in the frame where you guys can see it, I'll do it right now. Right here we have the American Airlines Airbus A319, the American West Heritage paint scheme. Just like all the other models, super excited for the Aero Classics retros. Those are going to be amazing. But regardless, this current aircraft is making a service in from Wichita, Kansas, and it's going to be heading out to Greensboro, North Carolina. So looking really good. Next in line right here, we have this Alaska Airlines Boeing 737-900 in the all-white Chester livery. This guy's currently coming in from Seattle, Washington, and is going to be heading out to Portland, Oregon. Looking really good. So excited for the NG new livery and One World. Those are going to be amazing models. Man, so excited for those. Hopefully by the next update they'll be here. I'm hoping and praying. Over there in the foreground we have this American Airlines Airbus A319 with fence tips. This guy's currently making a flight in from, Columbia, and is going to be heading out to Des Moines, Iowa. And then panning over, I think the Sun Country's livery speaks for itself on how beautiful it is. But right here we have the Sun Country Boeing 737-800. This guy's currently coming in from Las Vegas, Nevada, after coming in from Puerto Vallarta in Mexico, so looking really good. Next in line right here, we have the British Airways Boeing 787-10 by Gemini Jets. This guy's currently taxiing in from London Heathrow International Airport and will be making his way over to Terminal D. Very, very exciting news from British Airways. First off, they began double daily flights to DFW, which is amazing to say the least. It's been mainly 2 daily 787-9s, but to even get to a second daily flight is unbelievable. I don't know if this is even more unbelievable or just an amazing compliment or just an absolute blessing. One of the three regardless though. A brand new Airbus A380 daily flight for British Airways will be beginning, I believe, on December 1st. As British Airways is bringing them back into service, they picked DFW as one of quite a few United States destinations for their relaunch, if you will. So I'm super, super excited for the not only the new flight, but of course the A380, because of course we haven't had an A380 here since the pandemic back in early 2020, as Qantas was filing them regularly. We've also had them from Emirates. We also had it from Emirates for a period of time, but unfortunately we lost that privilege as well. So to see British Airways bringing back A380 service to DFW is rather delighting, and I'm really, really excited for what's to come. So British Airways, even though you got inconsistent heavy service, you guys most certainly have an amazing setup here for DFW in the coming months. So excited. I may have to get an A380. I'm not sure on that yet. I more so want to see its consistency. We did get a 777-200 substitution the other day, so that was pretty cool. But like I said, mainly just 2 daily 787-9s, but really exciting regardless. And keep it up, BA. I'm really excited to see what's to come. So BA 787-10, non-stop service in from London Heathrow. Next in line over here, we have a brand new airline, Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport. Welcome Contour to DFW, everybody. Right here, we have an all-blank Shapeways that's going to turn into a AHA, but for now, it's going to serve as a Contour Embraer ERJ-135. This guy is currently coming in from Greensville, Mississippi, replacing the boutique flight for the EAS contract. Really, really excited to see Contour in here. They're going to do an excellent job at DFW, and it's really nice to have some variety. I'm assuming they're probably parking at the FBO that Boutique does north of Terminal A. If anybody knows for sure, please let me know, but that's a solid guess. I'll look online. But regardless, looking really, really good. Welcome Contour. Excited to see where they go. Hopefully, once I get the Shapeways order, of course, I'll be able to still do a Contour custom. But regardless, really, really excited for what's to come, and we're glad to represent Contour here. So maybe a little absence before they'll be back or actually have full-fledged livery and everything for the airport updates, but for the moment looking really good, and welcome Contour. Next in line right here, we have this American Eagle Embraer ERJ-145 on the behalf of Envoy Air. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Stillwater, Oklahoma, and he's going to be having service out to Lake Charles, I believe in Louisiana, following as such. Currently lifting off after taking off on runway 17 left. Right here we have this American Airlines Airbus A321 with Shotcuts. This guy is currently lifting off with service out to Seattle, Washington after coming in from Denver, Colorado. So really nice service right there. Alrighty, let's transition back into the terminals. We'll start over here with the domestic side of Terminal D. Right here we have this American Airlines Airbus A319 in the Allegheny Heritage paint scheme. This guy is currently making a service in from Newark, which has had quite a few A319s and a couple A321neos, so that's been really cool to see. After coming in from, we have a ton of them here. I'm just trying to find a good one. Boise's also been one that I've seen quite a few times for the A319, so looking really nice. Next up right here, we have this American Airlines Boeing 787-8. The 787-8 obviously isn't the most common out of DFW, but it's still pretty common to say the least. This guy's currently making a service in from Seoul, South Korea, and is going to be heading out to Miami following that, so looking very nice. Next up, we have this American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. This guy is currently making a non-stop service in from Cancun, Mexico, which has returned on the 777-200. It was kind of hit or miss, to say the least, on the heavies. It was on 787-8 too, but now it's finally back on the 777, so really nice. And then this guy's going to be heading out following that to Los Angeles, which is still on 222 once daily, which is really impressive to me. So looking really nice right there. Next up, we have this American Airlines Boeing 787-9. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Tokyo, Narita, which is, I think we've had Narita back. I think it's just been on all kinds of aircraft. So nice seeing on a 787-9 here. And he's going to be heading out to Lima, Peru, which is really cool to see on the 787. That was, I don't know if it's previously been on heavies before, but regardless, it's really nice to see it, and really delighted that Peru's doing its thing, so looking good. Next up right here, we have this American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER. This guy's currently making a service in from Honolulu, Hawaii. I'm very surprised that they're keeping it through the fall in the 333, but regardless, very delighting to see that. And he's going to be making a non-stop service out to London Heathrow as AA51, looking good. And next in line right here, how about this? Right here we have the Lufthansa Airbus A340-300. First appearance of an Airbus A340 in my model airport updates. Wow, how about this? So Lufthansa brought back the Airbus A340, not necessarily out of nowhere. They kind of announced it with a couple other destinations as well, but first time the A340s had regularly scheduled passenger service in the DFW for quite some time, which is super cool. We did have it through the mid-2010s at some point, but normally it's always been on the Airbus A330, so really cool to see the Airbus A340-300 in here. Obviously, I bought this model because they did announce tentatively that they were going to bring it back initially late last year, so I decided to buy it, and plus it was my first A340 and things along those lines, but then they didn't bring it back. We got the 330 instead, but then 340 is finally back. I think it's coming 5 times a week, which is really nice. So regardless, very excited to have the Lufthansa Airbus A340-300 in here. Wow, hopefully we get to put in even more updates, but still, even just for one is amazing. Man, those intervals are going fast, or, you know, moving fast, I should say, pardon me. Regardless, this guy's coming in from, Frankfurt, Germany, and is going to be heading back out there. Really cool to have it in there. Well done, Lufthansa, and thank you for bringing some variety to DFW. We love to see it. Alrighty, next in line, I've been wanting to do this for a very long time. Right here, we have this American Eagle Embraer ERJ-175 on behalf of Envoy Air, parked on the international side of the gates. They do park these down here a lot, so it's not necessarily unrealistic. I just have so many international carriers and heavy aircraft, I just never get a good chance to do it. But I thought that this would be an adequate time to do it, so really looking good right here. I'm probably going to botch both these international names really bad, so I apologize in advance. But here we go. So right here we have this American Eagle Embraer ERJ-175 on the behalf of Envoy Air. This guy's currently making a service out to Quado, I think is how you say it, Qro, in Mexico after coming in from Morelia, I think Morelia, MLM. So I apologize for the botchination of that, but regardless, nice to have it over here at the international terminal for once. I thought it was a good change-up. So looking good. We'll transition over into some other internationals. Right here we have this Volaris Airbus A320neo. This guy's currently taxiing in from Mexico City and is going to be heading out to Guadalajara, pardon me, so looking really good. Hanging out over here at the ramp area right here on the left, we have the Vida Aerobus Airbus A320 with fence tips, and on the right we have the Aeromexico Connect Embraer ERJ-190. These both came in from Mexico City, and the Vida Aerobus will be heading out to Monterrey, but the Aeromexico will be heading back to Mexico City very soon. So looking really good. They're just waiting for gates they're kind of just resting, obviously, as you can tell, and then they're going to head back over to the gates, reload, and then get ready to head back. So looking good. Alrighty, next in line over here at the Terminal D extension, which looks really nice, obviously. We have some more American Airlines aircraft. We'll start over there on the left. One of my favorite models. I know I say it every time, but I mean it when I say it. The American Airlines 737-800 in the One World livery by NG Models. Oh, I was thinking NG Models. I want NG Models to make it, so that's why I said NG. But this one's by Gemini Jets. It still looks really nice. This guy's coming in from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, and is going to be heading out to Colorado Springs and Colorado. Looking good. Next up, we have the American Airlines Airbus A321 with fence tips. This guy's currently making a service in from Philadelphia and will be heading out to Tucson. We have the American A321 in the stand-up cancer livery. What an amazing aircraft that is. This guy's currently coming in from Norfolk and will be heading out to San Francisco, California. And last but certainly not least, we have an American Airlines Airbus A319. This guy's currently getting ready to push back pretty quick, and he's going to be heading out to Cincinnati after coming in from Monroe. So really, really nice looking section over here at the D extension piece. And like I said previously, if I can get any more gates in the model airport until we get the full 1-to-1 replica made at some point, I will most certainly take it. So looking really nice. Alrighty, transitioning into the American Airlines mainline concourses. Let's get started. Right here we have an American Airlines Airbus A319 in the Piedmont Heritage Paint Scheme. This guy's currently making a service in from Eugene. New one that I saw. I was very surprised to see that. Very cool. After coming in from Portland. Next up, we have an American Airlines Airbus A321 with fence tips. This guy's currently making a flight in from Ontario, California, and will be taxiing over to Terminal D to head out to Cancun soon. Next, we have an American Airlines 737-800 in the Reno Air Heritage Paint Scheme. This guy is currently making a service in from New York John F. Kennedy after coming in from Bozeman, Montana. And last but certainly not least, for the main line on this side, we have an American Airlines Airbus A320 with CFM engines. This guy's currently going to be making a service out to Destin Fort Walton Beach after coming in from Pensacola. And then back there we have an American Airlines 787-9. This guy's currently making a non-stop flight in from Chicago O'Hare and will be heading out to Los Angeles, looking good. And there in the back, as the light hits it, we have that Delta A220 that I said I would add. This guy's currently making a service in from Minneapolis, St. Paul, and will be heading out to Salt Lake City. The 100 does get on Salt Lake City quite a bit, but I think it's quite a few A220 300s, sometimes 737 800s. It's kind of just a mixed bag for the most part. So, but regardless, looking really nice. Transitioning into the other side of Terminal C, back there in the back, we'll get it real quick. Right there, we have the American Eagle Embraer ERJ-170 on the behalf of Envoy Air. I believe they have got a couple more at this point, so that's really, really cool to see that. And quite a few of them have been out of Chicago, so. But regardless, there's still a couple through Dallas, so looking really nice. This guy's currently making a service in from Jackson, Mississippi, and will be heading out to. Why can't I not think of CAE right now? What airport would CAE would have been? I don't know why Akron in Ohio comes to my mind. Let me double check because that's kind of a critical component. Columbia, my bad. I did not. I don't know why I expected myself to remember that, but that's a learning lesson. So, but regardless, next up we have an American Airlines 787-8. This guy's currently coming in from Miami as well, and he's going to be taxiing over to the cargo to the cargo ramp, the F hard stands, and he's going to be making a service off to Beijing on an all cargo flight following as such. Taxiing in right there, waiting for that 737 to push back, we have an American Airlines Airbus A320. This guy's currently coming in from Tulsa International Airport and will be heading out to Spokane, Washington. Next up, we have an American Airlines Airbus A319 with sharklets. This guy's currently making a service in from Jackson Hole and will be heading out to Durango. Probably has sharklets, so we'll say Durango for him. Pushing back right there, we have that American Airlines 737-800. This guy's currently coming in from Austin, Texas. He'll be having nonstop service over to New York LaGuardia today. And hanging out, loading up right there with the fuel truck, we have an American Airlines Airbus A319 with fence tips. This guy's currently coming in from Salo, and we'll be heading out to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. Alrighty, so I thought of a little way we could change up this update. Normally I start with the American Eagle aircraft and then go all the way around Concourse A back over to the B mainline side, or the Terminal B mainline. But instead we'll start with the Terminal B mainline today and go all the way through Concourse A back around to the American Eagle aircraft, so let's go. Right here we have American Airlines Airbus A321 Neo on the right. This guy currently has a non-stop service in from Boston and will be heading out to Miami, looking good. American Airlines 737-800. This guy's currently coming in from Indianapolis and will be heading out to Houston Intercontinental, also looking really good. Sorry about the glare. I'm kind of at a bad angle. Let me see if I could move. Okay, that actually is not going to help. If anything, moving just a little bit over here. But sorry about the glare. It's a little rough right now. Next up, we have American Airlines Airbus A321. This guy is sharklets. This guy is currently making a service in from Sacramento and will be heading out to Oklahoma City. Next up, we have an American Airlines Airbus A319. This guy is currently coming in from Charleston, South Carolina, and will be heading out to Memphis, Tennessee. And we have another American Airlines Airbus A319 with this one with sharklets, however. This guy's currently coming in from, I may kind of miss the ball on some of these, so I apologize if these are fence tip destinations. This guy's currently making a service in from, let's go with Eagleville. That's a guarantee Sharklet. And he'll be heading out to Kansas City. Alrighty, transitioning over into the latter side of Terminal A, or sorry, the beginning side, the former part, I should say. American Airlines Airbus A319 with fence tips in the PSA livery. This guy's currently making a service in from Washington Reagan and will be heading out to Amarillo, Texas. American Airlines 737 MAX 8. I've seen only Miami to this point, so we'll say he's coming in from Miami and we'll be heading back out there, but still looking really nice. And I'm sorry about those intervals, man. American Airlines 737-800. I mean, it's kind of a cool perspective. Kind of gives you guys numerous views, I guess. American Airlines 737-800. This guy's currently coming in from Los Angeles, just for different. And we'll be heading out to Las Vegas, Nevada. American Airlines Airbus A320 with IAE engines. This guy's currently coming in from Grand Rapids and will be heading out to Pittsburgh. I would say there's probably a couple less A320s than we previously had, but still a very significant amount. American Airlines Boeing 777-300ER. This guy's going to be making the service out to Los Angeles for us today. I know you guys can barely see the nose, but might as well just move the camera just a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about. American Eagle Bombardier Acer D-900 in the Mesa House livery, obviously on behalf of Mesa Airlines. This guy's currently making a service in from Bloomington, Illinois, and we'll be heading out to, let me get a solid destination for this guy, Houston Hobby. And then back there in the back, as I will pan the camera back kind of to where we had it, there we go. We had the Boutique PC-12 currently taxiing up to the FBO ramp to get deplaned after coming in from, is it Carlsbad or is that just Phoenix? I think Carlsbad also is in Dallas, so looking really nice, and it's over here, so I'm just going to raise up the camera for it. Or actually, it's going to be better from the other side, I'm sorry. So we'll transition into the other side of Terminal A. Alrighty, transitioning into the latter side of Terminal A. I know you guys can barely see it, but it kind of will work out for now. So as you guys can see that Sharklet over there on the left of the One World, right there we have an American Airlines Airbus A321neo. This guy's currently making a service in for Phoenix Sky Harbor and will be heading out to Los Angeles. Next up, we have the American Airlines 777-200 in the One World livery, the ER variant, I should add. Sorry. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from, there's been quite a few routes, but this particularly will be coming in from Kahului, as I believe it's 2 daily 777s, which is unreal. And he's going to be heading out to, I believe Kona still has a 777. I could be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure it does. So Hawaii going strong, of course. In the back, I'm sorry I missed it, but we have an American Airlines Airbus A320 once again. This guy is currently coming in from Washington Reagan and will be heading out to, Madison, Wisconsin. Next up, we have an American Airlines Airbus A321 in the U.S. Airways Heritage Paint Scheme. This guy is currently making service in from Nashville, Tennessee. It will be heading out to Palm Springs, which actually I think is getting double daily 321s. Pretty cool right there. American Airlines 737-800. This is in the Chrome livery. This guy is currently making service in from Chicago O'Hare, and we'll be heading out to, I have so many, I'm just trying to find a good one to pick. Windsor Locks, that'll be good. American Airlines Airbus A321. This guy is currently making service in from an airport called Ontario, and we'll be heading out to San Diego, California. And last but certainly not least, for the main lines in Terminal A, American Airlines 737-800 by NG Models. This guy is currently making a service in from Tampa, Florida, and we'll be heading out to Columbus, Ohio. So really nice lineup right there. Alrighty, transitioning into the American Eagle section. I apologize about the light. It kind of went wacko, as you guys can tell. But right here we have the American Eagle Embraer ERJ-175 on the top. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Envoy Air as well, Little Rock, after coming in from Evansville. Next up, we have an American Eagle Embraer ERJ-145 on the behalf of Envoy Air. This guy's coming in from Del Rio, Texas, and will be heading out to College Station, Texas as well. American Eagle Bombardier Acer ERJ-700 on behalf of SkyWest Airlines. This guy's currently coming in from Manhattan, Kansas, and is going to be heading out to Aspen. American Eagle Embraer ERJ-175 operated on the behalf of Envoy Air. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Grand Junction, and we'll be heading out to Toronto. I think that's still 175. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. American Eagle Embraer ERJ-145 operating on behalf of Envoy Air. This guy's coming in from Longview and is going to be heading out to Lafayette. Looking really good right there. Next up, we have an American Eagle Embraer ERJ-175, once again on the behalf of Envoy Air. These are going strong, man. This guy's coming in from Killen, is going to be heading out to Lexington, Kentucky. And last but certainly not least, we have an American Eagle Bombardier Acer ERJ-900 on the behalf of Mesa Airlines. That's in the Mesa House delivery once again. This guy's currently making a service in from Peoria, Illinois, and we'll be heading out to Panama City, Florida. So excited to get the American Eagle Bombardier Acer ERJ-900s in here. We are so close to having all of them ready to go, and next update's just going to be crazy. We may be able to have like 50 new models in the update, who knows. But regardless, that will take us over. We have the hangar and one aircraft that we missed while that's taxiing in, and then we'll have all the aircraft taxiing over for the 1-8 ops. So let's go. Right here we have this American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Astrojet livery. So excited for the new ones as well. They're going to be amazing for the airport updates. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from El Paso, Texas, and will be heading on to St. Louis, Missouri. Already taking over here to the East Hangar for American Airlines. Not a ton going on. We have a couple of 737s and an A319 out here. The TWA livery, a current A319 and 737. So nothing too drastic, but still looking nice. Next up over here, we have an assortment of American Airlines heavy aircraft. We have a 777-200ER, Boeing 787-9, and a Boeing 777-300ER. So these are currently all resting. They'll go on services throughout the next couple days. We'll say that the 777 is going to do a 777-300 will do a maintenance check as well here in a couple days. So looking good. Alrighty, so here we go with my no look on the sheet for destination route or aircraft of the day. This American Eagle Embraer ERJ-175 is currently getting ready to take off on runway 17 left. Following that 321, he's getting ready to taxi on. All right, let's see if I can do one. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from Corpus Christi, and is going to be heading out to sorry, I should know one. Springfield, Missouri. There we go. Not bad, not bad. I should have been able to come up with some quicker, but hey, at least I came up with some accurate ones. That's all. That's what matters right there. Next in line, we have this American Airlines Airbus A320 with CFM engines. I'm going to try one more. Let's give another one a go. This guy's currently making service in from, this is going to be hard. This was a bad choice. St. Louis, and it's going to be heading out to Savannah. That's not bad. Savannah may be a little inaccurate, but regardless. Here we have this American Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the AirCal Heritage Retro Paint Scheme. I decided to do one more because, of course, I know these two off the top of my head. This guy's currently coming in from Reno Tahoe International Airport and is going to be heading out to Orange County John Wayne International Airport. How could I not get those two? So looking really good. A couple more aircraft. Let's get into those. Next up, we have this American Airlines Boeing 737-800 right here. Sorry about the camera. Let's go back to the route sheet and get some variety. This guy's currently making a service in from Indianapolis and is going to be heading out to Detroit Metropolitan Wayne International Airport. Next in line over here, we have this Emirates Boeing 777-300ER. He's going to be heading back to Dubai, as EK212. There's been a couple of 777-200 LRs still, but some 333s too. So nice variety right there, and Emirates always looking good. So excited for the new heavies. They're going to be absolutely awesome. Of course, like we talked about, Turkish is now at DFW. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that at the international terminal, but Turkish is now at DFW, which is absolutely amazing, and they continue to do their thing. I think they're doing really well. Hopefully the Gemini September releases make it sometime, but the port in Los Angeles is just not good right now, so but hopefully it'll make it soon. That's the prayer. So yeah. Already over there on top, we have an American Airlines Airbus A319 with Shotcuts. This guy is currently making service in from Cleveland, Ohio, and is going to be heading out to Baltimore and Washington. Both of those are probably fence tip, but hey, what can I say? And then down there on the bottom, we have another American Airlines Airbus A321neo. This guy's currently making a service in from Philadelphia and is going to be heading out to Tampa, looking good. Here we have this American Airlines Boeing 777-200ER. This guy's currently making a non-stop service in from, let's go with Seoul on the old cargo flight, and it's going to be heading out to Cancun as well. We most certainly cannot go without having a United route to Houston Intercontinental. So right here we have this United Express number ERJ-175 in the Evo blue colors, currently taxiing on the runway 18 left. He's going to be taking off with a non-stop service out to Houston Intercontinental today after coming in from San Francisco, looking really good. I completely apologize about the GSC. I have no idea if the cat got up here. Obviously something happened. I don't know what it was, but that was a disaster, to say the least. But regardless, we have a UPS Boeing 757-200. I better get the sheet so I can give you guys some accurate routes. Still not sure if I'm going to get the Gemini one yet or not, but we'll see. This guy's currently making nonstop service in from San Antonio, and we'll be heading out to Orlando MCL. We have a UPS Airbus A300 here on the top. He's coming in from Austin, Texas. Going to be heading out to Fargo, North Dakota. UPS McDonald's MD-11 currently pushing back over there on the far side. This guy's currently making a service out to Louisville after coming in from Ontario. And last but certainly not least, we have a UPS Boeing 767-300. This guy's currently making a flight in from Boston and will be heading out to Los Angeles. So there's today's Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport update. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Super glad to get DFW back going. And obviously we did have the month intermission, but hey, that's A-okay, all things considered. So yeah, so since this is the last update of October, I thought I'd give you guys a little bit of a rundown about my overall, and this is the longest video anyway, so the true OGs, not anything against anybody, but the true OGs that are able to watch every video will be here right now, so comment OG in the comments if you want, if you're here at this current time. But regardless, let's go into a little bit of detail for a moment. Very, very pleased with how October went. It went really, really well. All things considered, I made all the videos that I maintained the schedule that I was hoping for, which is the first time I've successfully done that. I mean, obviously September was a solid start, but this is the first consistent month in 6 months. So I was very, very happy to finally get back to a pretty regular schedule for the most part. Obviously, Tier List Thursday was kind of a new introduction, but that's went well to this point and will go well through November, and vice versa for airport updates, pretty much strictly along with the real life videos. We didn't have many one-offs besides the giveaway announcement video, but hey, it's A-okay. I kind of want to give you guys a brief rundown about what to expect through November. It's going to be kind of similar, hopefully with some more videos this time around. We're going to have all of our airport updates. The main addition is I'm really hopeful that Storyline will finally make a return sometime later this in November. That's the ultimate goal. If we can't quite get there, we can't quite get there, but it's definitely on the goal list, so hopefully. And if Phoenix or Dallas has to sacrifice an update, I think that's okay, honestly. But if we get Storyline back, that's the ultimate goal. So I'm hopeful to get a Storyline update in for this month. I'll keep you guys informed, but for sure in November. But I will have some the break, of course, and everything. So the fall break that I had during October didn't end up really working as well as I thought it would. We ended up being a little bit more busy. So, but regardless, hopefully Thanksgiving break will compensate. Even though the same thing will probably happen. Let's see here. What else do I want to go into? I want to thank you guys all so much for all the support. I can't believe I didn't get to mention the American Winglet yet, but that's kind of its own topic. I may have to make its own video on that. But regardless, I can't thank you guys enough for all the support on all the videos recently. You guys have been the absolute best, and obviously I haven't been able to make all the biggest videos that I've wanted to this point, but that's the ultimate goal, is to get there. So thank you guys so much for bearing with me. Speaking of that, Massive Unboxing 16 first and foremost. I'll just kind of do kind of a brief little update on Instagram as well, so stay on the lookout for that. But Massive Unboxing 16, really excited that the box was here, and I will say that I have filmed it. That's all I'm going to say. Really excited is the other thing I'll say, and it should be. I'm very hopeful that it's going to be Saturday, November 6th at 4 p.m. Central Time premiere. I'll keep you guys informed on that, but that is the ultimate goal right now, so I'm really excited. But there'll be an official announcement on social media and everything, so stay on the lookout for that. Following that, we also hopefully will have maybe spotting vlogs back too. That's the ultimate goal. I only have 2 filmed, but I do also have a goal of getting back out there. Even though I'm still not feeling perfect, I am definitely... I don't know how to word this. I would say it's a new normal, which is doable. So, but hopefully, maybe, just maybe, this will be the month. But hopefully by the end of the year, it's an ultimate goal. And even if it's not for the whole day, even if it's just for half a day, that's still huge progress. So that's the ultimate goal. Let's see here. What else would I like to go into? DFW's booming. We do have some new routes coming, the Frontier routes, and then in April, also Tel Aviv and Auckland will be starting for American, which will be awesome. The the BA 380 news in Turkish were the big headlines for DFW this month. Contour as well was a really nice addition. So lots of great things going on at DFW and lots of awesome things to come. Next month, I'll try to make it more in depth in terms of DFW itself, but I kind of ventured off and talked about some different things throughout this update and just channel stuff, so I apologize about that. But another ultimate goal, just to kind of conclude that thought before I got interrupted, or before I interrupted myself, pardon me, was one-offs I definitely am very hopeful for. Just the other select topics that we do on this channel, like you know, aviation news, model news, things along those lines. I'm very hopeful for those things to return as well. The American Airlines winglet was really interesting. I'll probably leave my full thoughts for that for probably the Albuquerque update. I'll talk about it there pretty in depth, but I may make a video on it now that I think about it because it's a pretty interesting topic. But yeah, that was really interesting. I'm personally not the biggest fan of it right now, but maybe it'll grow on me. We'll see. In other news, college stuff's going well. There's been a lot of college stuff, so that's took up a lot of my time along with ACT studying. Luckily, though, I am improving in that regard as well, so that is going well. But a lot of things going on right now during senior year, and there's a lot of things that are still, you know, in work in progress and things going on. So I really appreciate you guys bearing with me. It's crazy how fast 2021's went by, and even though I've been sick for the majority of it, I'm still doing my best, and I can't thank you guys enough for all the support on my channel and all my videos. So with all that being said, I would like to thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope everybody's doing well. Leave me a comment. Let's have some discussion, and I would be glad to answer any questions, thoughts, concerns, or just have a general conversation. It's what I love to do. I really enjoy it. So with all that being said, everybody, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe. Trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.